Hi guys, today we are trying to have a conversation about how many cloth diapers you really need. My name is Bailey, I'm a host of the Cloth Diaper Podcast, and this is a hard question to answer. And there's a lot of different answers out there, and if you talk to different people, you'll get different responses and different answers. And that's why today I thought I would try to sit down and talk to you about how many diapers do you need? So in front of me today, I have 24 cloth diapers. And for the long time, this is just the general straight out answer I would give somebody. Recommended stash size, 24. Seems like a good number. But this isn't what everybody recommends. This isn't necessarily the best answer. And it really depends on a lot of things about the number of cloth diapers that you need. So you're going to need about 8 to 10 diapers a day, depending on your child. I know in infancy and babyhood, kids go through diapers a lot more frequently. I had poopers, so we went through probably 10 to 12 diapers. I have dealt with a lot of poop in my life, and I still deal with a lot of poop in my life. My kids are still kids who poop 2 to 3 times a day. That's just who they are. So we tend to go through more diapers than I think a lot of my friends and family do, just because I'm always changing poopy bums. I probably change poopy bums more often than I change pee bums. Yeah. The number of diapers you're going to need is really going to vary based on how often you want to do laundry. So that's one thing to think about. How often do I want to do laundry? How old is my kid? How much money do I want to spend? And what kind of cloth diapering system do I want to use? And how do I want my cloth diapering experience to look and feel? Not easy, hey? So I know you probably came to this looking for a short, sweet answer, but I want to tell you that it's not quick and easy. And there are people out there on the internet, and there are brands out there who say, this is the magic number. You need 24, you need 12, you need 30, you need 17, you need 39 diapers. But it's really a personal decision that's going to reflect your experience, what you want, your family, and a lot of other things. So if you listen to show 3 of the Cloth Diaper Podcast, Anna from Nerdy Mama said that her first stash was just 10 diapers. She just had enough diapers for one day, and every night she would do cloth diaper laundry. That's right, so just 10. And that is a totally reasonable, if you can only afford 10 cloth diapers, then that's what some people do. So she would use 8 diapers during the day, 1 for night, and a backup, just in case. And that's something that you can do. You can have a small stash like that. When I started cloth diapering, I bought a stash of 24 pre-folds and 4 covers. I eventually added a few more covers to the stash, as well as a couple all-in-ones for sanity, and some fitted diapers for nighttime. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. The answer is going to take some sitting down and thinking about it. Typically, I recommend 24 diapers still, just because I think that sometimes you have to just admit there's an average out there, and you might find that less works better for your family if you don't have the budget, and you might find that more works better for your family if you do have the budget. And that really is going to be that ebb and flow, and that reminder that my experience, my suggestions are just suggestions, and there's no hard and fast rules when it comes to cloth diapering. There's no like, you have to have 24 diapers. There's no, you have to have this. There's no, you have to do this. Cloth diapering is versatile. Cloth diapering is diverse. And there are so many options out there. So right now for my daytime stash, I am using mostly pockets and covers. So let's see if I can find all of my pockets and covers. So mostly right now, I have 7 total, somewhere in the wash, somewhere on my kid. So I have 7 cloth diaper covers, and I have 12 pre-folds that I use. I'm using the Knuckle size 2 pre-fold. You can typically use a cover 2, 3, 4 times before needing to change, but because I mentioned again that my kids are poopers, I prefer to have more covers than inserts. I tend to have more covers. So that's one part of my stash. And then the other part of my stash for daycare and for simplicity is I do have these pocket diapers. So I'm using the Nuggle Simply. I have the Baby Boo in my stash. And then for the babysitter, I have a couple Mother Ease all-in-ones and a couple Omaki all-in-ones, and an Elemental to bulk up my stash. So what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 to 12 all-in-ones and pockets that I'm using for my babysitter, for just those life moments, as well as diapers that my daughter prefers. And then overnight, I've got the Nuggles fitted diaper, as well as a couple Sloom fitted diapers and a couple overnight inserts. And then I use a cover as well. That's my recommendation, is to have about 20 daytime changes, and it can look versatile, like what I just suggested. It could be half pockets and half covers and pre-folds. It could be half all-in-ones and half pockets. It could be a mix, and that's okay, and that's actually pretty recommended. I would just generally recommend sticking to 2 or 3 brands and then picking out 4 or 5 of each different brand to try. So pick out 4 or 5 Nuggle Simplies, or 4 or 5 Baby Boo Pockets, 4 or 5 all-in-ones, and maybe 2 covers and 6 pre-folds. And this will give you not only an option to learn about how cloth diapers work, but also an option to have different things for different needs. I find that sometimes I need a different diaper for a different purpose. I also mentioned nighttime diapers there, because many kids will need a special diaper for nighttime because they pee a lot. Some kids, yeah, they can use an Elemental overnight, no problem. But a lot of kids don't. So I have a fitted diaper, and I will put a Nuggles cover over it for nighttime. And this is one way that I tackle that nighttime pee. And that's why when I'm talking about how many diapers that you do need probably 6 to 9 daytime changes, and then 1 to 2 nighttime changes per day. If you have a toddler, you'll probably only need 1 nighttime change, but if you have a smaller baby, you might need 2 or 3 nighttime diapers. Maybe that means instead that you just have a more absorbent pre-fold, like a 3-ply or a hemp bamboo blend, something that is more absorbent than your daytime, that can go 4 to 6 hours, because you might need to change your baby through the night. A lot of moms and dads will change their baby every time their kid wakes up in the night. Some people don't, some people do. And that's something to think about. Like, how am I going to parent my child through the night? What am I going to need to do? For me, until my child was about 4 months old, I changed them all through the night. And I would typically use just a Bummies pre-fold, or something that was maybe a little bit more absorbent in the night to last a little bit longer. I changed through the night because I had a pretty colicky purple cry baby. He was a challenge, and we weren't getting enough sleep, and I was trying everything I could do. And you might say, well, what about disposable diapers? Disposable diapers didn't work. They did not make sleep better. It's actually, he is now finally sleeping through the night now that he doesn't pee in the night. If he pees in the night, then he wakes up. So it doesn't matter if it's a disposable or a cloth. He always woke up through the night. When you're thinking about how many cloth diapers you need to own, it really comes down to things like budget and your needs and how often you're going to wash. And I always say that you can still only fit so many diapers in your washing machine. Sure, you could tell me, hey Bailey, I only want to wash every 5 days. And if your child goes through 10 diapers a day, there's no way I could fit 50 diapers in my high capacity washing machine. Sure, you might want to go a whole week without washing, but for some families, you still can't fit an entire week worth of diapers in their washing machine. Some people can and some people can't. So that's something else to think about when you're thinking about, well, yeah, sure, I'd love to go a week without washing. But could you fit a week's worth of diapers in your washing machine? Do you really want to do 2 loads in the same day? Maybe that is more reasonable if you're working. Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak to that situation at all. So if you got to the end of this video, I would say plan to have more diapers if you are still in infancy and babyhood, less diapers if you're in toddlerhood, and at least 1 overnight diaper a day. So anywhere from 6 to 10 diapers. We are probably, my kids right now are 2, and she is using maybe 6 diapers a day because she's learning to use the potty, and she goes and she uses the potty sometimes. But that will really vary depending from kid to kid. I know a lot of people only want to change their baby every 3 hours, so maybe they only use 4 or 5 diapers a day. And there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different kids out there that there's nobody who can sit in front of a screen here and tell you what exactly you need. So be prepared for a variety of different options. And the one thing that I started off with 24 pre-folds, and that wasn't enough because my kid needed to change every time we peed when he was a month old. And so then I started buying more diapers. And the nice thing is that when I shopped with my local retailer, she was just here in town, so I would get my diapers right away. If now there's no local retailer, it takes about 2 or 3 days for a diaper order from Lagoon Baby to get to me. So if you need more diapers during your cloth diaper journey, take a look at a cloth diaper retailer, the sales and deals they have, because they can get you products pretty quickly, pretty fast to make things work. You can also repurpose things. You can also... There's lots of fun strategies, and that's why it's always nice to have a couple covers on hand. I'm not sure if this video made any sense. I was trying to answer a question that landed in my DM box. The question is very personal. You gotta work through it. You gotta think about how you want to diaper, what your budget is, what your max budget is, your min budget is. Are you really going to be invested in pockets? Are you going to have a kid who poops a lot? Are you going to have a kid who pees a lot? Who knows? Who knows? Let me know how many diapers you typically recommend to your friends in the comments below so that anybody watching this video can get an idea about how other people recommend things. And until next time.